Hello, welcome back to my corridors. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my corridors. I'm surprised I hadn't made this video earlier, but I've decided to finally share this. And y'all are probably wondering why I didn't mention this earlier. It's because I'm a big girl and I can handle my big girl problems. I really don't owe anybody an explanation, but I have decided to share this story because I asked people on Instagram, you know, I've been debating on making this video for a while, should I? And they said yes. So before I get into it, I just want to clarify this was mainly my fault for letting it go on for so long, and I really should not have given this person the benefit of the doubt. This happened years ago, and it's over and done with, and I know better now, so that's what matters. I am 24 years old, and I feel like I have more maturity enough to handle stranger danger on the internet. And, but yeah, there was a period of time where I had a fan that was obsessed with me. And I can't even believe I had that because my channel is not that famous. I'm not like Black Metal Werewolf or whoever. I'm not famous. I'm just a person going about her day. I have a job. I don't get paid for this, so this is just my hobby that I enjoy. I am not a celebrity. And I guess this person thought I was a celebrity and she was trying too hard to be my best friend when I don't know the fucking woman. So anyway, I will not share her name. I will not share her YouTube handle. I will not share where she lives or what she does for a living. I'm just going to leave it at that. But anyway, I'll get started. So let me start off with when I first joined Instagram, I thought it was fun, and it was. And before I joined YouTube, you know, I was reluctant to be on the internet because of things like this. And I knew about like internet safety and all, but I didn't think this would happen to me because I thought I knew better and I really didn't. No, this person was not sending me nudes or anything. It's just they were being too pushy to be my best friend when she was really a stranger on the net. So there is a case of something called erotomania, and I think maybe this person had it, but erotomania mainly applies to romantic relationships. So I don't know if there's a term for friendships and whatnot, but anyway. So I first joined Instagram, and, you know, I thought I could get rid of the creeps and all, but I guess I was wrong with this one. So one day I was minding my own business, and I get a message from this person say, "Hey, I'm a metalhead YouTuber too. I'm a big fan of your channel." I said, "Okay, you know, that's cool." And she said, "You want to be my best friend? Can I be your best friend?" That right there was a red flag. I just sent her a smiley face emoji. I should not have done that. I should have just said, "No, I don't know you," but you know, it's done now. I can't do anything about it now, so I should have just said, "No, I don't know you," but I didn't want, the problem with me is I don't want to be a jerk. I really don't want to be a jerk to people. I don't have the integrity to do that unless I have a reason, but back then I did not, so, and I guess she didn't understand, she couldn't take a hint, so she said, because I was giving mixed signals, that was my fault. And she said, I'll take that as a yes, and here's my phone number. And I said, look, I don't know you. I'd rather, you know, try to get to know you first. And she said, okay, but then she wouldn't stop messaging me. So I guess that first sentence, she could not understand me saying, I'm not comfortable with getting your phone number yet. She still pushed it harder and harder. I mean, I thought maybe she would take a hint because she was twice my age. And I understand some people are mentally challenged, and that's probably why I didn't want to be a jerk to her. I mean, some people are just so stubborn. I don't know, but I'm autistic, so I can empathize with that a lot. So I don't know what the case with her was. So she was trying to copy everything that I did. Like, I posted myself with a Devil Driver song playing, because at the time I was listening to Devil Driver a lot. I had just seen them with Cradle of Filth and caught one of their guitar picks at the show, and I'm glad I did that. So I posted Devil Driver, a Devil Driver song on my story. She posted herself with the exact same song. This was almost every time I posted on my story. I posted a song, she would post herself right back at me with the same song. And she would tag me in her post for no reason at all. And it wasn't just that. She was copying everything I did. I told her I was asexual. Guess what? She says, yeah, me too. I told her I don't eat meat. She's like, yeah, I do too. She told me her Spotify Wrapped was the exact same as mine. No, it wasn't. I told her my favorite movie was The Crow. She said, yeah, me too. She's literally copying everything I did. And I didn't like that. Yeah, I understand imitation is the best form of flattery, but she was literally copying everything I did. And that made me very uncomfortable. And I told her, hey, I'm pescatarian now, I'm not a vegan. She's like, okay, me too. Right after she said she was a vegan, she's like, one sentence later, yeah, I'm a pescatarian too. That right there is not right. I started flat ironing my hair, did the exact same thing. And that was just so frustrating. She is just copying everything I did. And here's one thing that happened that got under my skin. So I had a best friend from college named Ash. And I loved Ash. I was friends with her for half a decade. She ditched me for a man she met on the internet, and I don't want to get into that. Well, she's obviously not my best friend anymore. As far as I know, last time I heard from her, she was still in Georgia working at a Publix, and I don't know if she still is or still dating this guy. But my best friend is my best childhood friend, Marius, and he's not even my oldest friend from my childhood, but he is the only one that stuck with me. And he is so sweet. I love him so much. And I'm going to see Blind Guardian with him soon, so I'll discuss him later because I love him. He watches my videos religiously. But anyway, so I ended my friendship with Ash, and I tried to tell this person that, and she said, instead of grieving and giving me time, she said, I'll be your new best friend now. I'll be your new best friend now. She really did not give a shit. She was just trying to push the idea of me being her best friend. And she was, still trying to get me to get her phone number. And that, I don't know why I didn't end it there, because I should have just said something. But again, I didn't want to be mean, so I just said, okay, whatever. If something happened to Marius, if he died or he ended my friendship, which I doubt he would do that because he somehow has tolerated my stupid ass for over a decade, I bet you $100 this person would still try to push the idea of saying, I'm your best friend. He's dead now. I'm your best friend now. So that makes me sick to my stomach. So, she was trying to be a metalhead YouTuber, and I think what happened was she was obsessed with me, and she wanted to be exactly like me. And, I think she became too obsessed with me that she wanted to be, in her eyes, best friends with her favorite celebrity. And I'm not a celebrity again. And going back to erotomania, that's what killed Christina Grimmie. An obsessed fan murdered her at a show, and I'm just so thankful that didn't happen to me. But yeah. So there would be periods of time where this person would disappear and then come back to Instagram. So randomly she had been gone for a while. And then she came back saying, hey sis, I'm your best friend. I missed you. And I said, okay, whatever. Well, I didn't say it like that, but that's what I was thinking. And at that point, after 2 years, I finally realized, okay, this woman is not going to stop harassing me. I need to put an end to it. So I just blocked her without warning. and I probably should unsubscribe from her YouTube channel. I blocked her from my channel, but I bet she's watching this, and either she's going to be dumb and make a video saying, oh, I had a stalker too, or she's going to know I'm talking about her. So I don't know. It's just so stupid. I bet you $100. I wanted to test the waters a little bit and mess with her a little bit, but I didn't do that because I'm not a jerk. So I bet you $100 if I told her if I thought Ian Watkins was cute and he didn't do anything wrong, she would be like, oh yeah, me too, I agree with you. Which don't go in the comments saying that, oh, you're a bad person. I do not support Ian Watkins, obviously. I'm glad he's dead, and I'm surprised he didn't get killed in prison earlier. So the world is better off without him. So don't go harassing me in the comments saying you support Ian Watkins, because I don't. I was just using it as an example, because this person would have done that if I had said it. But this person was just copying me and just making me uncomfortable, and I should have said something, but I didn't, and that was my fault. This is my fault for why this happened, and I know better now, and I will not let that happen again. I don't know what this person is doing now, but I'm just glad I finally put an end to it. I blocked her without warning, didn't tell her, and that was probably for the best. So I know internet safety is a no-brainer. I mean, she wasn't threatening me or anything. She wasn't some creep trying to get in my pants. But the problem with putting yourself online is that people probably will be obsessed with you, and I didn't think that would ever happen to me, so that's why I guess I didn't think much of it. But anyway, it wasn't that much of a story. She also wanted me to tag her in my posts going to concerts, and she just really was obsessed with trying to be my best friend, and I had no idea who she was. And she was a stranger on the net, and I am not going to be best friends with a stranger I just met on the internet. If I met you in person, like I met my friend Jimmy in person, and then after that we got each other's phone numbers. Like if it was like that, I would be okay with it, but no, I'm always very pushy of who follows me and who I'm friends with. And, I don't owe anybody an explanation. Like, I shouldn't have to explain myself of why I block somebody. If I feel unsafe, I feel unsafe. And I have a right to feel safe. And that's what matters. But I'm sure y'all are smart enough, so please don't do what I did. When somebody pushes to try and be your best friend when they're a stranger on the net, block them without warning. Don't even say anything, just block them. Like, that's what I should have done, and I don't know why I didn't. Probably because I didn't want to be a jerk. But nowadays I realize it's okay to be a jerk, and I'm slowly trying to learn that. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had something like that happen to you. And I'll see y'all later, and stay metal.